Hi, my name's Ruan and this is my channel, The Yorkshire Sew Girl. Welcome back if you are a subscriber, welcome if you're new. Today is going to be part 2 of my stash or destash. Now I've got a funny feeling it's going to maybe go into part 3 or part 4. I know when I started it I was very naive in thinking that it would be a quick process, and I soon came to realise that actually that wasn't the case, even though it was particularly brutal, I believe, in part 1. Loads of you have been messaging. It's been really good to kind of see what everybody's thoughts are on stashes, whether you've got a stash like mine, whether you've got a bigger one or you don't have a stash at all. I think it's really nice to kind of hear what each individual gets up to and how they manage their stash. It does seem to have sparked quite a bit of like influence on people, as in you're kind of thinking now, do you know what, I think I need to do the same thing. So I thought that was really good as well. So yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you. So part 1, all of those fabrics have already been up on my Destash account, over on Instagram, and they all sold, every single one of them. So I was really, really pleased. But yes, I think I totally underestimated how much work it would entail. It took me hours, I tell you, to kind of communicate with everybody, to get the payments through, to get addresses, telephone numbers, email addresses, parcel it all up, put it all into the Royal Mail system, print all the things out, parcel them up. It was crazy. But I wanted to get them done quite quickly, so I made sure I kind of used a time where I knew I had time, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure when I'll put the next section up, but I need to make sure it's when I've got time in order to be able to parcel it up and get them out in a timely manner. Now I have said on my Instagram account, please do allow at least a week minimum, because by the time the listings have gone up and then communications happen, payments been made, parceling it all up, putting it all through the system, going to the parcel office, etc., when you're working full time as well, can sometimes be tricky. So if you have bought from my first set of destash thingamajiggies, then thank you very much. I really do truly appreciate it, and I really hope that I start getting tagged into some makes using my fabrics, because I think that'd be really, really nice to see as well. But today we're going to crack on with some more, so let's just get started and see how much we can do in about 20-25 minutes, and maybe we'll leave it there. So just as a reminder then, this is kind of where we got to. So we did these ones here, so I've got a completely empty one and I've got a bit of space in pretty much each of these actually, which before they were completely full. So we're going to start probably doing some viscoses, hoping to tackle this one and maybe this one. We'll see how we go. We have to remember that viscose is my favourite fabric, and the likelihood is I ain't going to get rid of many of them, but we'll see how far we go. Anyway, let's have faith, shall we? Okay, so I've got a box of viscose out. You can actually fit quite a lot of fabrics in a Kallax unit when it's viscose. Wowzers, when I pulled it all out, I was like, oh, forgot about that. Even though I've got all of these on Stash Hub, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Right, so on my last destash, I've got my little notes here. I destashed 30 fabrics and kept 38, which I think was a really good percentage. However, I've got a funny feeling it's going to be kind of a little bit less than that because it's all viscose, which is my favourite fabric. But let's crack on and see where we get to with the first lot. And again, I'm going to try and be quite brutal. Ooh, but let's see. Anyway, let's just grab one off the top. So this first one is the most beautiful fabric. You can already tell I'm keeping this one, can't you? This is a tie-dye fabric that I got in a So Henny Jane box and I love it. I think that would be absolutely stunning for a holiday make. So that is a staying with me. You're staying with me, little baby. Right, what have we got here? This is a beautiful, beautiful viscose. And I remember getting this from Dewsbury. So Lucky Fashion in Dewsbury when I went with Rachel and Tamlin. It's really, really lovely. It's like a tealy blue, but pale. And then it's in stripes with florals. And I loved it when I saw it and I bought it straight away. But actually, when I put it up to myself, I just can't see myself wearing it. And this is what we were saying before, wasn't it, in my last one? I've got loads of fabrics that I just love and they look stunning, but I can't imagine wearing them. And this is one that I just can't imagine wearing, even though I do love it. So I think my gut instinct on that is to destash. So that's what's going to happen. Right, so that's destash. Right. Then we have got this. This is an art gallery fabric. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's kind of like white background with polka dots on it, and then these flowers in pinks and oranges and greens, which is absolutely beautiful. I can't remember the base that this is on, but it's a very, very thin. Would make like a beautiful kind of caftany thing. But again, it's just sat in my stash for forever. And I've never done anything with it. And I'm going to destash it. I feel naughty saying that over an art gallery fabric, but it's, yeah, I'm going to destash. Destash. Right. Oh, I do like this one. This ain't getting destashed. This is a recent Rainbow Fabrics one. It's quite heavy viscose, kind of almost lean into a viscose twill. It's like khaki green with black animal print, and then those pops of almost neon coral. And I love it. That is 100% staying with me, that one. Then we've got this one. Now this was a stunning present of my Northern Soul sisters for a birthday. Look at this. It is absolutely beautiful. It's like a viscose satin, and it's just delicious. And it's one of those fabrics I'm kind of a little bit scared to cut into, but that's staying. That was just the most beautiful, thoughtful gift, and I love it. So that one is staying. Right, what's next? This one is like quite a nice heavy viscose as well, in black with these like pink, not even geometric, are they? Abstract shapes all over. I got this when I went to Germany, I think, in a fabric shop in Germany, and I do really like it, but again, it's just sat there and I've not made anything with it. It's all right. I think somebody else would make better use of it, so it's destashed. It's getting destashed. Right, I've got a huge roll here of viscose twill. Again, I got this with my Northern Solstices when we went to Leeds at B&M Fabrics in Leeds. They're not online. They do have a Facebook page though. And we're potentially going to do a project on that together at some point, because we all bought the same fabric, so I'll definitely be keeping that one. Now this one must be one of the oldest fabrics I've had in my stash. I've had this a long, long time. I've got a funny feeling I might have bought it from Material Girl Laura when she was around. I used to buy a lot of my fabrics to start off with from her, and it is beautiful, and it's kind of my signature pink and red, but I feel like it's a bit ditzy for me. Destash. Oof. Check me out. Right. So then I've got this. Oh, this is a beautiful viscose crepe from Fabric Godmother. It's a very pale pink background with really bright, they're almost orange, the flowers with a little black dot in the middle. Don't know what I'm going to make with that, but I'm keeping it. I love it so much. Right, what we got here? We have got a red fabric with white flowers all over. Oh, I'm 50-50 about this one actually. I don't know. I'm unsure. I do really like that. No, I'm destashing. Am I destashing? Am I not? Oh, this one's causing me a bit of bother, isn't it? Maybe I'll keep that for now, and then I can decide later on if it goes in the destash pile. I think I'm going to keep it because I'm uncertain at the moment, and I prefer it if I'm like, that's a definite destash. Okay. Then I've got this, and again, this is a fabric that I've had in my stash for a long, long time. I think I got this from Samantha Claridge in the sale before she closed down, and it's kind of like a burnout fabric. I don't have anything else like this, but can you see? It's absolutely beautiful. So it's black with like these gold bits all over it. It is stunning. But again, I've never ever done anything with it. And I just can't see myself doing anything with it either, which is really weird, isn't it? It would be beautiful for something for Christmas. So that's kind of it up close. I'm destashing. I've made the decision in my head. It's just getting destashed. It's been sat there for far too long. Somebody else could love it much more than me. Right, we've got this, which is a blinder. I love this. Obviously, it's very bright and bold. It's a viscose from, I think, Pink Box. I had a different colourway of this as well, which was green and, like, was it green and orangey red or a pink? Can't remember. I've made a dress out of it and I love it. And I've got this colourway as well, and it's just beautiful. And I just think, again, really nice for holiday. Look how that pops. Yes, love that. That's staying. Okay, we're not doing too good here, are we? Right, this is a fabric that I bought. I think it was a remnant actually from Beyond the Pink Door, and it's got earrings all over it. Look. It's such a lovely fabric, and it feels really nice. I think it's a viscose crepe, but yeah, they're the designs all over it. But when I hold it up to myself, again, it's sat in my stash. I think I just bought it because it had earrings on it. It's getting destashed, that bad boy. It's a gorgeous fabric, and I know someone will make something really amazing out of that. So that is being destashed. Oh, I've popped you on the wrong pile. You get over there. Right, then we have this. Oof, which is beautiful. It's like a white viscose with blue, cobalt blue animal print all over it. I got this from First for Fabrics and I love it. And that is staying. And I've also got another fabric that's quite similar, which I'll just dig out now. And I think this was from First for Fabrics as well. And that is like a different type of animal print. So I have got two that are very similar, haven't I? I don't care, I love it. So I'm keeping them. Right, we have then this fabric, which I think was from Pink Box, or was it from a So Haley Jane box? I can't remember. I've had this for a long time. Now, you'll probably notice I don't wear an awful lot of blue. Even though I know blue's incredibly popular, I don't tend to wear it unless it's like a cobalt blue. I'm just not drawn to it, which is really weird, but I'm just not. So I think I'm going to destash that one. It's a really nice quality. It feels beautiful, that one. And it's kind of animal print, but not. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm destashing. I'm a destashing that one. That's going. Right, okay. Oof. We're doing all right. This is a So Haley Jane one, and I love it. It's not my colour at all, but you know when you just love something so much. I think my lovely Tamlin has she made a saltwater slip out of this? Anyway, it's probably not me, but I can't get rid of that because I like it that much. So that's staying. Then we have this. This is from Rainbow Fabrics, and it's like a red tie-dye. It's really cool. Look at that. And obviously red is one of my faves at the moment. So yeah, I'm keeping that bad boy. Let's keep that. We'll have that. Right, this was a remnant from So Confident, and I think it's an Atelier Jupe fabric. And it was in the remnant basket, and I think I had that blindness thing. A really good quality designer, but not necessarily me. Don't know. I just don't think it's really me, so I'm going to destash it. I've got plenty of fabric. It's not the end of the world. I can buy more fabric, can't I, if I need to? No, that's been destashed. Decision made. Okay. Then we have got this fabric. This is a remnant piece. I don't know how much I've got left. I made a Park Lane dress out of this for the first gathering that we went to, and it's gorgeous in all these different colours. It's a Minerva exclusive. But I've got something made out of this, so I'm going to destash the remnant. I think it's a decent sized remnant from what I can remember. That's being destashed. Oh, check me out. This is another remnant. I think this was from Rainbow Fabrics a long time ago, and I made a Cocoa Wawa plum dress in this. But I don't tend to make more than one garment in a fabric. I've done it recently with my fleur, my animal print fleur, that I made a saltwater slip in that dress, but something happened to it in the washing machine. So I've kind of not got two garments with the same fabric, if you know what I mean. But it's very rare that I'll then make something else in a fabric. So I'm going to destash that because I think someone will be able to make something nice with that. This is another Rainbow Fabrics, and I love this. It's a viscose twill. Look at that. That's a bit of me, isn't it? Animal print, bright red. You're staying with me, lovely. So that's staying with me. And then I've got this one, which I've shown loads of times, and this is one of my precious fabrics that I just can't let go of, but I also can't make something with. kind of defeats the object. So I'm keeping that no matter what. Sorry if anybody's been thinking, oh, I wonder if she'll de-stash that. I'm not. Right, and then I've got some of this fabric. I've made 2 garments out of this. There's me saying I don't really make garments very often. This was in a So Haley Jane box, but I'd also bought it from Lamazi Fabric, so I had 2 lengths of it. I've got 2 small pieces of this. I don't know how much it'll make up all in all, but it is absolutely stunning. But I've got a Marni dress in this, and I've also got a patina blouse in this. So I think I'm all done for that fabric, even though it is stunning. So I've got 2 small pieces of that. So I think I'm going to de-stash that. Do we count that as one fabric? I think we'll count that as one fabric. It's fair enough, isn't it? And then I've got a remnant of this, which is like a pale blue animal print crepe. I don't know if it's a viscose crepe or just a crepe, that one. I have actually made something out of that. It's that here. It's a Maison Fauve dress that I've made. I wanted to toile it, and it needs some work because I don't think this is actually my colours, but I wanted to use that to toile it. I've got to do a bit of work on that one yet, but I think I'll de-stash the remnant. Then we have this, which is an animal print viscose crepe. I think it's more crepe than viscose, this one, but I think it'd be really good for not creasing, and it's animal print, so I can't say no. What am I like? And then I've got 2, I think these are both metre pieces that are the supplementary fabric from the So Haley Jane boxes. So there's this lovely black and white, and then I've also got this like Aurora Borealis, which is beautiful, but I just don't think those colours are me at all. When I hold them up to myself, I'm like, Whereas I think I could get away with the black and white. So I think I'm going to keep the black and white, and I'm going to de-stash that one. Woo! So let's have a look. I'll count them up and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've added that up, and actually we did really well. So that's box number 6 overall from beginning to end. And I've stashed 15 and I've de-stashed 13. And that was with even putting 2 of the fabrics together that were the same that I'd got remnants of, so I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so let's crack on with box number 7. Right, before we go any further, I wanted to talk to you about my beautiful lights. As you know, I love these lights. These are my Serious lights. These are the HD range lights, and I've got it in the tall standing version with the Gemini, which is 2 different heads. Now this helped me with my de-stash, because on the night that I'd actually put everything up for de-stash, I then came up and wanted to start packing things up, labelling things, communicating, but it was quite dark. So it was great because I emptied all of this table, I had my lamps on, and I could do everything that I needed to do, even late in the evening, which was bob on. So it's definitely making my sewing working life be expanded time-wise. Even in the summer months, I struggle, like I've said before, in this corner. But I wanted to quickly pop on and talk to you about it because I know I mentioned before that they have got a competition on, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So they have got a competition running at the moment, and I've written my notes down. So if you go and click on the link that I put in the description box below, you can go pop your details in, and you've got a chance of winning 3 prizes. So the first prize is a HD light worth up to £449.99. So this is one of the HD range here that I've got. The second one is a Nomad light, and that is worth up to £149.99. And the third prize is a Rome light, which is worth up to £99.99. Now, obviously, you know how much I love these because I rave about them all the time. But that is definitely your best opportunity of winning one. So go and pop it all your details in the link below and see if you can be in with a chance. It does end on the 31st of August, so that's why I'm kind of letting you know again now, so you've got time to go and do that. I'm very sorry, but it is only open to UK customers as well, just to let you know. Now, if you still want to buy one of these and you don't have any luck in the competition, in the giveaway, then you can still buy a light from their range. I will pop my link in the description box below, and you can get £100 off any of the HD range and free delivery as well using the code RUAN24. So I'll put all the details in the description box below, but please do go over and see if you can win yourself one of these beautiful lights. Right, on to box 7. So I think time-wise, we're probably only going to get to do this next one, aren't we? And plus, I don't want to destash too many at a time because I destashed 30 last time and that was quite considerable. It's quite a lot of work. So we'll see where we get to anyway. Might end up doing one other box. We'll see how we crack on. So first up is this beautiful fabric. I think this was from Rainbow Fabrics. It is like a viscose jacquard in black. That is just waiting for the moment to make a really nice going out outfit. So that's definitely staying. I know that already. It's staying with me. Right, here we've got quite a recent purchase. This was from, I think, Bornilla Fabrics. And it's this beautiful pink and red, like zebra print viscose. Gotta keep it. I wonder if I'm going to do a whole box where I just keep everything. We shall see. I have also got this fabric. This one's got quite a lot of my special fabrics in it. This is a fabric, I think it's the only fabric I bought when we went to the Stitch Festival, and it's because I knew I wanted this fabric. And it's from Sister Mentaka, and it's like a viscose satin almost, and it's got these little leopards just poking out everywhere, and it's just delightful. So again, that is 100% staying and living with me for a while. Then we've got this one here. This is a black viscose crepe from Rainbow Fabrics a long time ago. I think it was Rainbow Fabrics, and it's got yellow, white and blue stars on it. Lovely quality. I've actually overlocked the edges of this one before I've washed it, which is unusual. That shows how old this fabric probably is. Lovely quality, but I've never reached for it. So I think I'm going to destash that one. That one's going to be a destash. Okay. Quite a few like black fabrics here, black background fabrics anyway. This is just stunning. This is from Cloth Edit, all the way from Australia. Gabrielle does like a quarterly box that's inspired by like a designer, and I couldn't resist this one. You get a hint at kind of what's in it, but I was so pleased when this one landed. Tamlin has made the most beautiful dress in this, so that is 100% staying. I don't know what to make with that yet, but it's too nice to get rid of. Then we've got, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I've just put up a picture recently of a Donny shirt in like a really bright pink, and this is the blue version. And this is from Versa Fabrics, and it's like a viscose slub, so it's textured, it's very lightweight, but it feels beautiful. So I got it in pink and I got it in blue to make Donnies with, so, and I love that pink Donny, so I think I'll definitely keep that ready to make up for another Donny. So that's staying. I have got a fabric here. I think this is like a lining fabric. It's definitely polyester in like a lilac colour. I think I might have got this from Lucky Fashion Dewsbury. Potentially to line something. I can't even remember now, it was that long ago. But it's got like the odd like floor running through it. But it'd be absolutely fine for lining. But I'll be destashing that because I can't think what I would use that for now really. So that's going to be destashed. I've got this beautiful piece of fabric. Adam Sows gave me this and it is just stunning. Again, there's quite a few like viscose satins. This is definitely a satin. It looks quite orangey on there, but it is red with then the pink flowers in. There's only a certain amount of this, so I'm waiting for the perfect moment to use this. And I've been thinking about making something that's woven on the front and then jersey on the back. That's potentially my idea for that. So I'm going to be keeping that one. Oh, I've only destashed one so far. What am I like? Right, then I've got this one. I think this was from Fabric Godmother. And again, it's like a satin. And it's like a cream colour with like jacquard print all in it. It is beautiful, I have to say. But I've never made anything with it. No, I'm going to destash. It's a beautiful fabric. It would make a very, very elegant top. But that's going in the destash pile. And then I've got this fabric here, which was, I think, to be a lining for an animal print heather blazer. And I really like that, so I'm going to keep that for if I do make a blazer. I have got this, which I think there's a metre of this. It's like a georgette. That was a supplementary fabric from So Helly Jane. It's super pretty. I've seen some people make gorgeous things with this. I think there's about a metre of it. I just don't think it's me, so I'm going to destash that bad boy and hope that someone can make something beautiful with it. I have got this, which I think is a viscose crepe. I got this from Rachel's Destash, so it's black with red hearts all over it. She was like, there's no way I'll wear this. I'm like, I think I will. So I got that off her Destash, and I do really like that, so I'm keeping that. And then there was another one actually that I got from her Destash. Oh, I've been starting to put things in the wrong pile, which is this one, and it's beautiful. It's a Lady McElroy fabric. It's a viscose chalet, and it's got like cream flowers all over it. Their viscose chalet is very, very thin, and I think I forgot that when I ordered it off Rachel on her Destash, and now I've got it. It's just so beautiful and soft and pretty, but I just don't know what to make with it, and I haven't had much inspiration for it, and it's just been sat there. So I think I'm actually going to destash Rachel's Destash, because there's no point in it sitting there when someone else could use this beautiful Lady McElroy fabric, is there? So that's going in the Destash pile. I've got this beautiful viscose satin. My lovely Tamlin gifted me that, and it's beautiful. I would love to make like a satin bias type dress with that, but whether I'd have the function to go to it for, I just don't know. This is a recent purchase. It's a Fabric Godmother fabric. Absolutely love it. I got this from Emporia Patterns because I won a voucher, so that's not going anywhere. Quite a few fabrics not going anywhere. And I got this in a Destash. This was also, I think, a Fabric Godmother fabric, and I dipped out on it the first time round. It's a pink background with orange leopard print. So I think that's going to be a Lyra eventually. That's what I've always kind of envisaged for that one, so that's staying. This is one of the most recent fabrics I got from Beyond the Pink Door. It's absolutely gorgeous. Holiday vibes, the full works. I've seen some beautiful things made in this. It is staying. Yeah, I'm not doing so well in this box. I think this has got a more like recent fabrics in it. This is just some black viscose twill that I got from Beyond the Pink Door. I made some khaki green sapphire trousers in it. So I've got the black, but they only had it in 2 pieces, so I've got both pieces for that. Keeping that. This is beautiful. I think I got this from, was this from Beyond the Pink Door? And I've got this for my mum. It's still just sat there. I need to get something made up in it. But that is just beautiful, and I think my mum will really like that, so I'm going to keep that one to hopefully make something in the future for her. I have then got this, which is a satin. Absolutely beautiful. This was part of a designer drop at Rainbow Fabrics. If you can see like the jacquard in it as well, it's beautiful. But again, it's just sat there. I don't think there's going to be many opportunities for me to wear like a satiny type fabric, and I've got quite a few already in my stash, so I'm going to destash this one. Then I've got this, which is just stunning. I've made a Merchant and Mills top in the green version of this. It's the Fabric Godmother Journey fabric, and I love it, and there's just no way I can ever get rid of that. That was definitely one of those fabrics I was scared to cut into, but then I did the green one and I was quite happy, so yes, I'm keeping that. This is a supplementary fabric from So Helly Jane box. I actually really love this. It feels divine. It is like a satiny fabric, and I just think that would look incredible in the lining of the bag, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that one. That smells really nice. What else we got? I've also got another Fabric Godmother fabric, which is this one. I have made something up in this in the purple. Is it the purple? The purple colourway. I've also got it in the pink, but it's been sat there for forever. It's beautiful. But I'm going to destash that. I've made one in a different colourway. I don't need it in that colourway, do I? Oh, drastic. And then last but not least, I've got these 2 remnants. These, I was intrigued to buy these because I think, again, these were from Fabric Godmother, the remnant section. They kind of go together, but they're slightly different. And I think the I Am Patterns Irma shirt on their pattern is made up of this fabric, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I bought it with the hopes of doing something with it, and it's just sat there forever. So I'm destashing. They go in. Right, let me get everything together and then I'll tally things up. I've decided to do one more box. It's going to go on forever, this vlog. So in box 7, I stashed 17 and I destashed 10. So that's not too bad. I thought I'd do one more, which isn't viscose, because I've got another box of viscose, which is crazy. And then I know I've got a few bits dotted about my sewing room, so I thought what I'll do next time is the other 2 Kallaxes and anything else that I've got that's spare, that's kind of hanging about. So I thought I'll do this one first, and a lot of these are double gauze, so I'll go through these quite quickly as well with you. Not all of them are, but majority of them are. So first one up is this beautiful blue gold dot double gauze, which is just beautiful. And I think I'm definitely going to make some pyjamas in this, some short pyjamas, because you know what I'm like about my double gauze pyjamas. I was very kindly gifted another 2.5 meters of this from a lovely subscriber, so I'm going to keep both of them, so I've got options, because what I might do is do a top and then a pair of shorts and a pair of trousers, probably the loungewear, peppermint loungewear set, so that I've got options for kind of as it's going more into the colder months as well. Let's chuck that there. This I got when I went to Germany. It's like a muslin rather than a double gauze. It's in this like really nice brown colour with animal print all over it, but I just, again, I've not reached for that, so I think I'm going to destash that boy. So that's going into the destash pile. I ordered this from, where did I order this from? At Christmas I got jealous of everybody having really sparkly things on, and I never it's like, is it stretchy? Yeah, it's one way, well, 2-way stretch, not 4-way stretch. And it's like a gold fabric. It's really unusual, actually. I don't know whether to keep this or destash it, actually. I think I'm going to destash that. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that for anything. I don't know. If I'm uncertain, I'm just going to put that in the destash pile is what I'm going to do. It's gone. It's gone. Done. This I love. This ain't going nowhere. I got this from Higgs and Higgs at... was it the Knitting and Stitching show? I think it might, no it wasn't, it was when we went to the show at Birmingham NEC, myself and Rachel, we met up with Adele and Bex. I want to make a shirt, I think, out of this, and I just love it with those embroidered daisies all over it, so that's staying with me, is that little bad boy. So you're staying with me. This is an Atelier Brunette gauze with gold dots on. Well, they're like bronze dots, actually. I've had this for forever and I've never done anything with it. It's going in the destash pile. Get ready. This was a present from my lovely Adam Sews. It's like a pink. This is when we started talking double gauze, me and him, and we both realised we were both lovers of it. It's like a really pale pink with white triangles all over it. Love that. That is staying with me. Then I have got, let's do this one first. I think I bought this in Germany as well. I don't know what I was thinking when I was in Germany. I'm not quite sure. Lilac, like gridded gauze. Is it a double gauze or like a muslin? I don't really know, but it's really, really lovely. But not particularly my colour. Not sure why I bought it. I'm going to destash it. Then I've got this outrageously pink viscose linen. I've got quite a few plains here, haven't I? Which is interesting. And I love that. So that's staying with me. I'd love to make a shirt out of that. You know, like an overshirt for swimming costume on Hollybobs. So I'm keeping that. I've also got this that I bought in Guthrie and Garney when I went to Birmingham. Can't really see. It's an off-white and it's got like a check in it. I don't know if you can see that, but I love that. That'll definitely come in handy for something. And I think it's quite good to have some, we don't call them plains anymore, solids in your stash, so that if you've got something that you want to crack on with, you can. This is some really lovely double gauze in a check. Again, I'm not sure about this on me. It's really funky though, isn't it? Like, I do really like it, but I just don't know if it's me. I'm going to destash that. Oh, God. I get more and more brutal as I go along, I think, don't I? As I'm like, quick, we need to crack on. And then I've got 2 other double gauzes. One in a bright pink and one in a white. These were from Rainbow Fabrics and I love those. And I might do something like block coloured with those 2, so they're staying. And then I've got this really random fabric. It's a lovely cotton with white and red thick stripes. It's really good quality. And I saw a shirt that somebody made. It was a Jenna and it was absolutely incredible. And I went straight online and ordered this, but it wasn't quite the right thickness and stripes. But I think that would make a lovely shirt. But I can't see me wearing it, so I'm going to destash. Boom. Right, come back to you in a minute. Okay, so on that last round, I stashed 7 and destashed 6, which is pretty good. So I've done all of those 6, plus that one, plus that one. So I've got this one here still to do, this one here, there's some odds and sods in there, and a few other bits scattered around my room which I want to do. So I'll do those maybe in part 3. But you can see I've still got my clear one here, I've got half there, and I've still got kind of space here and there to pop things as well. So yeah, this one, and this one will get done part 3, hopefully. Right, that went on a bit longer than I thought. Should have known really, shouldn't I? But yeah, so the last box, I stashed 7, I destashed 6. So overall, altogether, I've stashed 39 and destashed 29. So I think that's pretty good because, funnily enough, the last one, so part 1, I destashed 38, destashed 30 and stashed 38. So very similar numbers. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So that will mean overall, so far I've gone through almost 80 fabrics and I'll have destashed almost, no, that can't be right, 30, 60, oh yeah. I'll have destashed nearly 60. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. No, I'll have kept nearly 80 and destashed nearly 60. Crazy woman. So 140 fabrics I've done altogether. Is that right? Don't know if I'm making it up now, but I'm too unbothered to even think about it now. So yes, I've got my statistics. So what I need to do now is start taking photos, going through my stash hub to work out what the measurements are, etc. Get everything ready for Instagram. I'm not sure when I'm going to be putting this next batch up. I need to work out in my diary when I've got a little bit of time. But if you haven't already followed me on my Destash page, I'll pop the details here underneath, and I'll also pop, hopefully, if I remember, a link to my Instagram page down below so that you can go and click on that and follow if you're interested in any of these. I am sorry, but I am only posting to the UK simply just for time, effort, etc., and how long it takes to kind of manage all of this. I can't do the whole international thing as well. So I'm really sorry to anybody that's watching this that's thinking, I really want that. I have also had quite a few people previously message me separately before I put my stuff on my Destash page to say, can I have this fabric? I'm ever so sorry, but I don't feel like it's right to do that. So if you have seen a fabric that you like, I do appreciate that you're probably thinking, oh, I'll try and get in there first. And I get that because I'd probably be the same. But I just don't think it's fair that I do that. And I haven't got the admin time to do everything individually. I need to kind of do it all in one go and crack on with it. So it will definitely just be first come, first served when I put them all up. But thanks ever so much to anybody who's bought something from my part 1 of my Destash. Let's see how part 2 goes. If you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, then that would be lovely if you want to join us. And I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.